Hello guys, welcome to Learntech School, your one-stop destination on mastering Microsoft Word. Whether you're a student, a professional, or someone looking for ways to boosting productivity, you are in the right place. In this video series, we are going to explore on everything Microsoft Word has to offer, from creating those simple documents in Microsoft Word to designing those stunning templates in it, and more. We are going to start with the basics on how to set up a document in Microsoft Word. Then we'll proceed in how to format text. Then we'll go on how to insert images. Then afterwards, we'll go into advanced stages like creating styles in Microsoft Word, then creating tables in it, and then lastly, we are going to deal with how to integrate Microsoft Word with other tools. So let us start with opening up a blank document. Then, if you happen to open up a Microsoft Word document, you're going to see such kind of display. On the menu consists of File, Home, Insert, Design, Page Layout, Reference, Mailing, Review, and View. And remember, each of these tabs has its own grouping. Let's say, for example, if you click on Home tab, you find there is a grouping for clipboard, there is a grouping for font, there is a grouping for paragraph, there is a grouping for styling, editing. The same goes to Insert tab. There is a grouping for pages, there is a grouping for tables, there is a grouping for illustrations, there is a grouping for adds in, there is a grouping for links, there is a grouping for comment, head and footer, text, symbols. Same also for design. We have document formatting, we have page background, page layout consists of page setup, paragraph, arrange. Same also for references, table of content, footnotes, citation and biography. There is captions, there is index, there is table of authority, mailing, there is create, there is start mail match, write and insert fields, there is preview results, there is finish, review, we have proofing, we have language, comments, tracking, changes and compare and protect. There's also the view grouping, there's show, there's also zoom, there's also window, there's also macros. So these different groupings, they are used in different capacity. Let us go back to our home tab. Let's say, for example, what you have opened for the first time, this one here is a blank new document. At the bottom right, you'll find here there is a zooming tool. So this zooming tool, you can adjust the size according to what you want. You can increase by just clicking on the plus. You can reduce by just clicking on the minus. There's also these other tools. If you want to see this page in web layout, click on that area, and then the page will appear as a web layout. If you want to see it in a print format, just click on print. That way. If you want to see it on read mode, just click on read mode, and you'll see it. But you'll see this neatly and nicely when we have some text in our document. On bottom left, we have the language that is used here. That is English, United States. Also, there's the word count. There's the page number. Here we are in page 1 of 1. Now, let's click on File tab here. If you want to create a new document, you just click on New. Select blank. Then it will create for you a new document will be created there. Or another shortcut for new document, just click on CTRN and a new document will also pop up. Document. Now, if you want to open up other documents, then go to Open. Then look for documents. If they are here in recent documents here, you find all recent projects that you have been working on. Let's say I was working on this crafting, captivating introduction. You just have to go and double click on it. Then it will open up as this way, as nicely as it can be. If you want to save this, just click on File, click on Save, then it will automatically save. If you want to save as, it means you save a document for the first time. Save is used actually for continuing document to save items. We have this piece of text that I got it online. So before we start anything else, let us save it first. For us to save this document, I'm going to click on File, then Save As. Yeah, because you're saving it for the first time. Then you're going to choose the location that whereby you want to save this document. Let's say my documents. I do love to save my documents in documents place. Let me rectify here, online. Okay, that one. Then I click save. Secondly, we are going to do some text formatting of this content that I got online. We are going to start with all body text. We are going to make some key decision about body text. We're going to make it to be at least a font size that is noticeable, that everybody can see. You can do this by scanning it over from this place till downwards, or the other way of achieving this, you can just hit on Ctrl then A. It will select the whole content of the body text. Then bring your cursor into this location here, then you choose in the font size that you want. Also, as it has been selected, you can choose in the font family that you want by just clicking on the same place, hitting on this drop down arrow. I do love Calibra, but you can also choose Arial or any other font of a choice. Let me just click on Calibra. I've chosen Calibra here. Then font size, it was 16. That is the size. Now, after doing that, you are going to make some decision also on type of fonts that you'll be having for a title to separate it from the rest of the content, and other headings. So I've made some key decision. I'm going to make my title to be font size at least 24 or 22 is not bad. I'm going to select the whole of it, or you can just bring your cursor in the middle and you triple click on it. It will select the whole body text. Then you see this font formatting grouping, it has been brought here. It is also, you can also see it on this place here. It will just work the same. So I'm going to make my font size here to be at least 24. Just click on it. Then I'm going to make it also to be bold enough. Yeah. Let me also make the rest of the headings to be a little bit bigger. So I'm going to make this one here to be at least 18 and bold. And I scroll downwards, I choose another one. Let's say like this one here. I'm going to make it to be at least like 18, then big, bold, that way. Yeah, and the other one, let me look for another one. This one here also 18, then B. Okay, now let me go to font color. I want to separate the title color to choose a different color for the title heading. So I'm going to select it again. Then under the same group in font grouping, bring my cursor to this down arrow here. Choose a different color for it. Let's say blue. Just click on blue. Is that was simple. Now, also, let's say I want to underline this title here. Just select it again, then click on U, then it will underline. Some people do prefer underlining, but some don't prefer. You can, it's upon you to choose. Then also I'm going to make a little bit of my text inside this first paragraph to be in italic form. So let me select, let's say I want this last paragraph, this second paragraph here, from where it starts here till where it ends. Let me select it to be in italic. Just click italic, and all of that text will be in italic. Let me give it a different color so that you can know this also is a different color. Let's say like red. That way looks more neat. It is in italic form. Okay. Now also I can make some decisions about choosing this other paragraph here. I just want to make it to have a different background color. So let me select all of this from where it starts here until where it ends. Then under same grouping of font, then there is this drop arrow here. We have A and B and a pencil like. Just click on down arrow. Then I choose the background color that you will wish to pick. There are so many. You can choose green, this another color, this, any color of a choice. Any color of a choice, as long as it is natural. I think this people do also prefer yellow than green, but you can choose any color. Let me choose green. Yeah. Now let us go to paragraph formatting. So we can decide to format this paragraph. We are under this grouping. So this let us go to align our content. So basically by default, Microsoft align content on the left side. But let me choose this first paragraph, and you see how it will look like. So we are here under alignment. So if I click on this section, it will tell you this is align left. Align left, what it does, align your content with the left margin. Left alignment is commonly used for body text and makes the document easier to read. That is align left. If I click on it, you see it will adjust. Every time I click on it, it keeps on changing. So that is left alignment. Okay, let me choose the second paragraph here, the other paragraph here down here, and I see how it will look like. Let me choose like this one here, this one here. Now let me go to the other alignment here. This one here is center alignment. Let me just click on it. Now this is what center alignment looks like. Center alignment, mostly you can use it. It is better, you can use it in headings than paragraph. In paragraph it does not look that nicer. Center alignment, if I light on this, what it tells you, it does center your content on the margin. Center alignment gives the document a formal appearance. It is often used for cover pages, quotes, and sometimes headings. So center alignment is basically used for cover pages, quotes, and heading. So let me hit on Ctrl Z, and I choose this here type of heading here to make it at the center. Now that is center alignment. Okay, now let me go to another alignment here known as what? Right alignment. Align your content with the right margin. Right alignment is used for small section of content which has text in your header or footer. So right alignment is only used for small section of content such as text in your header or footer. So let me just show you how it looks like for right alignment. Just select this content here and then just click on right. That's how it looks like, right alignment. And there's another one type of alignment known as known as what? Justify. Justify, it distributes your text evenly between the margins. Justify text gives your document clean, crisp edges so that it looks more polished. Let me select the paragraph down here and I show you how justify looks like. Let me select it and then click on justify. This is how justify does. It distributes your content evenly. Now those are types of alignment that we have in Microsoft Word: left, right, and justify. Now on this session, let us learn about adjusting the line spaces. So first we are going to start with the line spacing between the heading. title heading and plus the first paragraph. So to do this, there are several ways. Just put your cursor before this first paragraph at the end of the first title. And then ensure that you're in your home tab. Go under paragraph group in here. Just click on this arrow like up and down. Then just click on this bottom arrow and then choose the size that you would want to wish. Let's say like 1.5. You see, the more I highlight it on it keeps on adjusting. So let me just keep it at least at 2 or 1.5. Yeah, that looks more neat. Now, for example, I want to adjust line space for paragraphs. I will first click on this show icon here. Then afterwards, I'm going to select the paragraphs that I want to create some line spaces. Let's say like these paragraphs here. I'm going to select the 3 of them. Then I'll go in the same place. Click on this down arrow. Then under line spaces option, just click on it. Then I can make some adjustment in terms of line spaces before and after. I want them to be in 12 points. If I find it okay, then click on OK button, and then it will adjust to that size. Yeah, I can just do it again. Line space options. Then I can make adjustment. Let's say I want them to be in what? I'll be having a preview down here. Let me make them at least 15. 18, okay, 18. Okay. Now, and then click OK. It will adjust according to that size. Now that's how to create line spacing between paragraphs. Also, I can make some line spacing between paragraphs without it interfering with the heading. Just by me going into the design tab, click on design tab, then go under paragraph spacing, click on this icon here, then custom paragraph, choose that place, and then this place here, make some those adjustment 18. Then it's going to set change all line spaces of those paragraph that we have of our body content. When it comes to adding indentation in our paragraphs, there are 2 ways about it. You can either increase or reduce indentation. So under the same grouping of paragraph, let us increase first indentation. You can just come here and click on this. The more you click, you see the more it keeps on pushing the content on the right side. Okay, to reduce, it is the other end. Reduce it depth. It tells you clearly what it does. Move your paragraph closer to the margin. You see, the more you click, it keeps on adjusting according to the size. Now that's how to adjust indentation in Microsoft Word. Now let us go to another part of learning. Let me scroll upwards till here. Now we are going to learn how to add numbering in our text. Like you see in this example here, ways to make money online for beginners. We have these several points here. Sell your stuff secondhand, become a virtual assistant, test websites and apps, rent your belongings, look for side gigs, become a content consumer. So we are going to give them numbers here. I'm going to select from this place until this end here, and then under paragraph grouping there is this section here known as numbering. Numbering, what it does, create a number list. Click on the arrow for more numbering. If I want more options, just click on this side. But before that, I can just click on this and you see some numbers popping up. So these numbers with a bracket just after the number is what I did on the last part. So I can just click here. If I want more options, I can just have this which has no bracket. I can just click on the other one, and I can have also, if I want them to be in Roman number, just click on it and you see it how it looks like. If I want them to be in alphabets, that way. If I want them to be in small alphabets, that way. But mostly I do prefer numbers with these ones the first one, this one's here. Yeah, it looks more neat. That's how to make numbers list. Now let us learn also, other than number list, there is also bullet list. So bullet listing, then let me scroll downwards in the other session, and I choose this quantity here. After I want to know, I'm going to make this point here, bullet list. I'm going to select from that end and up to this end. So bullet list is in this section. Bullets, create a bullet list. Clicks on the arrow to change the looks of the bullet. So if I click on this, it is going to give me what it is there. That is a bullet list. But you can choose another type of bullets by just clicking on down arrow here. There are several types of bullets that you want. If you do prefer this one, or you prefer this ones with diamonds, you can choose that one. Or you prefer checker, you can choose that one. Or you prefer this an arrow like, choose that one. But let me just stick to the basics of this one. That is how to make a bullet list in Microsoft Word. Let us insert an image. So I'm going to choose the area that I need to insert an image just after the first paragraph of our content. Now I'll go to insert tab and click on insert tab here. So image inserting, will go direct to pictures here. I can either pick an image from my computer here, my PC, or online. So let me go to the my PC route using the pictures. Just double click on it for it to open. Then I'm going to choose the location where my images are, that is at downloads. Then I'll be picking any of my photos that I have. Let me pick this one here. I don't know what it is, but click insert. Then that's our image here. So this image of ours, we can make some few adjustments, either resize it to reduce the size of it by just clicking on the handles here, then drag it on the left side to reduce the size that way, and it fits. To increase the size, just click on the handles again, then drag it on the right side that way. You can also use the other angles, the top handles, also doing the same thing. Click on the right side or on the left side, and it works the same as it was working before. Okay, you can also add some picture styles in it. You see here, the moment we have this image is selected, there are picture tools here. A new tab has been added for picture tools, for picture formatting. So we can format this picture of ours by different picture styles grouping here. If I click on this, you see a new frame has been added on our picture. If I click on the other one, it will change into a new frame. Let me click for selection. I can choose another one. There's so many types of picture styles that you can choose. So many. This one, it has a shadow. If I click on this down arrow here, you can just choose any amongst this of your liking. Let's say if I choose to have this one here. Now that is part of picture styles that we can use in Microsoft Word. Now let us learn how to add a text box. So ensure you are in Insert tab. Click Insert tab and then come under Grouping for Text here. Then click on Text box. So text box comes in many forms. There's this simple text box, there's this Austin text box, Austin sidebar, and there's this band quote, band sidebar, and face quote. So let me click on this simple text box. So this simple, you can make some few adjustments inside here. You put in the text that you want. Let's say we are learning on how to use text box on Word. Now I've added my text box in Microsoft Word. That is simple. Let me learn how to use another type of text box here. Let me click back on insert. This time around we want this another type of text box. We are going to choose band sidebar, or I can choose also Austin sidebar. I want that one that has sidebar here. You can put in your content here. This is the type of text box, and you can make some few adjustments here. If you want the font size to be a little bit bigger, you increase the font size, and we'll be having our text box, that is cyber text box. Now that is how to add text box in Microsoft Word. So WordArt is also an insert tab. Let me click on insert tab. Then under grouping for text, there's this WordArt here. So this one here, what it does, add artistic flair to your document using WordArt text box. So let me click on the down arrow here. There are several types here. You can choose amongst this. There's this one here with a shadow, this other type with an outline, and let me click on any. This one here with the shadow. So I have this text box here. I'm going to write something. Make money online. So you see this type of WordArt, it has some reflection of this word just below it. Also, I can add some few styling. I can change this the WordArt style into different one by just clicking. And ensure first I have to ensure it is selected, and just click on this one here, and it will change, automatically change. And I click on the other one, change. Also, I can choose on this type of styling here. Then I had some filter, use different filter here. I can change the filter, let's say, into different color, like this one here, blue. Also I can click on here, this down here, and choose the another theme color here, or I choose to remain with that one. Then this one here, it will add to some text effects here. I want some shadows. I want the one with shadows here. I can put in some shadows. You see, then select and adjust this word WordArt, how it will look. So now that's how to make a WordArt in Microsoft Word. Sometimes in an article you might be having words that you don't know its meaning. You want to check on its meaning. So that's where the thesaurus come in place to help you. The thesaurus helps you find words with similar meaning. Let's say, for example, in this article of ours, we are going to use in the keyword accomplished. Then I'll click on thesaurus. Thesaurus is always on the review tab. You ensure first you are in review tab, then you click on thesaurus. After clicking on thesaurus, it will give you the other words similar to accomplish, which are in this box. That's how to use thesaurus. The other one that you can check, let's say conventional, then click on thesaurus. Then it will give you the other word for conventional: consecutive, conformist, straight, predictable, unadventurous, orthodox, and original, and the square, adventurous, and others. That's how to use thesaurus in Microsoft Word. Now, let us learn also how to find and replace in Microsoft Word. Let's say in our case, I want to find accomplished. How many times it has been used? Just light on it first. Then I'll look for find and replace. I'll click on Home tab. Then under the grouping for editing here, there's find. You click on find first so that we can be able to get how many times does accomplish appear in our text. It has given me it appears only in one paragraph. Find, and it will show you how many times does effort appears in this. Now let's say this time round I want to replace this word with another word. Just click on replace, and then it will give you this pop-up of this box. So this session is we were to find the keyword effort. And this place we are going to replace it with another. I can type in strength here, and I click replace all. Then it will automatically ask me what do I want the replacement to start from? Is it from the beginning? So I'll click yes, and it's going to replace all those paragraphs that contain in the keyword effort. That's how to use find and replace in Microsoft Word. So when it comes to grammar checking in Microsoft Word, just ensure first you are in the review tab. Then under the grouping of proofing, there is spelling and grammar. Just click on it. Then here it will give you some box like this one here. Finish checking on your selection. Do you want to restart? Yes. If it gives you something like that. But it will start checking from the first paragraph till the end. And it will find the spelling mistakes or another words with another meaning, something like that. But my article has no errors. So when it finishes, just click on this X. Then it will check all over. Now that's how to spell check in Microsoft Word. So let us learn about text wrapping. I've just inserted this picture. Let me select it. Then click on the format area, the new tab that has been added up. Go under grouping for range here, text wrapping. What it does, choose how your content wraps around the selected object. For example, you can choose to have the first continue around the object or cross right over it. So let us click on these options that we have on this down arrow. Text wrapping, there is inline with text. That's how it becomes. That is inline with text wrapping. And there is the other one, the square. But the square, for it to happen, you need to adjust the picture's width. Let me reduce this picture's width, and you'll see some text popping up around the image that we have. If I keep on reducing, the content width keeps on enlarging. If I keep on increasing the picture's width, you see the content width keeps on shrinking. That's how this type of text wrapping square does happen. Tight, let's say if you click on the previous one that was square, there's nothing, it will happen. Let me go back to inline with text. Brings me back to the same the way it was. But you can also, there's the other options behind. Behind, it means that the picture will be behind, the text will be in front. And there's also another type of text wrapping in front. The car will be in front and the text it will be behind. There's also another one. You can do some editing, edit wrap text, but mostly people do prefer square. Square, it looks more neatly on it than any other type of text wrapping around it. Now let us learn how to add shapes around Microsoft Word. So let me choose on this area here and go back to Insert tab. Click on Insert tab. Then under it, I'm going to choose in shapes. And I pick any of these shapes. Let's say I want a rectangle. Then I'll have to come and click on it here to drag it across so that it can appear. That is a rectangle that we have. Let's say this time I want another shape, an arrow like. I can click on arrow and just drag it there. That's how it will look like. I can choose the stylings of the arrow, the one I want it to to look like. I can also do some outlines on it by changing the color of the arrow. Let's say I want it to be in red. That way I can also add some effects on it of the arrow here. Let's say I want some shadows behind it. That way there's so many shapes that you can pick from. Let's say you want to add this shape for star. Just drag it across and it will pop up there. That is how to add shapes in Microsoft Word. So on this session I'm going to learn about page setup in Microsoft Word. Now here we have the default page setup in Microsoft Word. On this top, this is the margin space, top margin space. Then we have the left margin space. Then we have the right margin space. And then if you scroll downwards on this first page, we have the bottom margin space of this document. In our article we have 7 documents. This is page 1 of page 7. Then if I want to adjust to other margin size, just ensure that I'm in page layout. Then click on page setup. Then we have the margins here. Now we have several types of margins that I can use. Maybe I can use the last custom setting that I applied, which has a top of 2.2, bottom of 2.1, left of 1.3, right of 0.5, and we have the normal default. We have the narrow, we have the modest, we have the wide mirror, we have the official also Microsoft default. Now let me click on each and you see how it will appear. If I click on last, it will give me the last setting that I applied. It has added some more space on the left side. Now let me click on another setup. Let's say this time normal. You see it will adjust according to the measurements that it has given me. We also have this narrow. You can click on the narrow. It reduces the left margin space, and the top it remains that way, and the right it is a little bit narrow, and the bottom is also narrow. Now let me click on another modest. There is more space on the left side. There is a little bit of space on the left side, and we have also more space on the top, and on the right side some small space. Then bottom it remains that way. If you click on the other one, wide now, the content area it is squeezed. The margin for the left side is wider, also on the right side is wider. Top is a little bit wider, bottom it is very narrow. Now we also have another setting for Microsoft Office 2003. Now this one here, on this type of settings, we have more space on the left side also, right side some more space, bottom more space. But you see with this one here, problem we have with this type of settings, the bottom margin is small. Okay, you can also create your own custom margins that maybe you have been given on certain work. Just click on custom margin here. Then you can increase the settings. Let's say like top margin, you can decide to increase. Just click on this up arrow, or reduce the top margin. And you see down here we have a preview. We'll see how your document will be looking like if you make this adjustment. Let's say like in our case increasing, the top margin it keeps on pushing the content downwards and creates more space. Now let me also increase the bottom margin. You see the bottom margin keeps on pushing the contents up. That one. So when it comes to creating columns, ensure that you have clicked on page layout tab. Then under there is page setup group in here. There is columns. Click on the drop down arrow. So columns by default Microsoft Word it gives you one column content. Let's say for example I want to create 2 columns. Just click on 2 columns and it will format the rest of the content pages into 2 columns. If I scroll down, as you can see them. And then if I want to create, let's say like a 3 column, just click on 3 column, it will partition that content into 3 column. Now let's say if I want to create into left column, and I can click on that, you see on the left side the content becomes small. That way, let's say if I want to create a right column that way. But before we go into that, as you can see in our content, this heading here has been interfered with. Let me return it into 1 column first. Then let's say this time round, I want just to change the sections of specific pages into 2 columns. Let's say in my second page, this one here, I want to turn it into 2 columns. I'm going to select where the content starts and until where it ends for that entire page. Then I'll click on columns part and I click on 2 column session, and now you'll see it has been divided into 2 columns, and it looks neatly, more neatly compared to the other one which you did. You see the heading starts from this part and ends at this part. I want to change also that page into a 3 column thing. I'm going to select this from where the image starts, going downwards until where the content ends. Then I'm going to select columns, 3 columns, and the content should appear like this, nicely formatted. Now that is 3 columns. But 3 columns, it will adjust according to the size. So if I need more adjustment in terms of column content size, I just click here on more columns. I can make adjustment, let's say in my 3 columns. In terms of sizes, here I can add more columns if I want. Let's say like 4 columns, and you see the width keep on reducing. 3 column, how many width? 2, then space 0.5. So here is how to adjust column size on this place. Now let's say this third one here, I'm going to select this part. I want it to be the other part of the column to be left and the other one to be in the right side. Then I'll click on the columns on the left side and I click on that part. The left column with small margin, the right column with vertical is more wider. Now that's how to create different columns in Microsoft Word. Place your cursor before the letter O on the first paragraph. Then head over to Insert tab. Just click on it. The next, ensure that you are in the grouping for text and you click on Drop Cap. Before doing that, there are several options that you can choose. None is the default setting of our article that was initially is. If you click on it, there is nothing, it will happen. Then you have the second option, just highlight on it to see it, making the letter O bigger compared to the rest of content. Now that is one of the type of drop cap that we have, and it has created some space just in between the left margin. Next we have in margin. In margins, it takes away the space on the left margin, but people prefer this dropped option because it looks more neatly compared to the rest. Now that's how to create a drop cap in Microsoft Word. Hyperlinks. So hyperlinks are ways to navigate into another page that is online or online content. So we're going to create a hyperlink on our article. Let me scroll down and I look at some content that needs to have an hyperlink. First, before putting it into a hyperlink, you need to select the keyword that you need to add in a link. Then you click on Insert tab. Next, you head over under grouping for links here. Then you click on hyperlink, and it will give you a pop-up box such as this one here. There's an address here. Is the URL page that you are directing this link to go to. Now in our case here, we selected the word Upwork. So here we are going to type in the address, https, then colons, then www, and then you have dot upwork.com, and then you click OK. The moment you click OK, you'll see this page has been highlighted in blue. That means it's no longer a text, it is a page. Let me also make this another one into a clickable link. Just highlight on it, then ensure that you are in search tab, then click hyperlink. Then here you are going to type in https, then then you have www.i55 then .com, then OK. Now that's also a link. Bring a cursor and you click on this, it will direct you to an online page. Control and you click to direct you to an online page. It will open up into Upwork. Now that's how to create a link in Microsoft Word. So Watermarks helps you identify the owner and prevent unauthorized duplication or adding or decorrecting your article or anything that you have. So let us learn how to add watermark in Microsoft Word. So you should come straight away to Design tab and click on it. Then go straight away on Page Background. On this watermark section, just click on it. Now there is several types of watermarks. There is the first one that goes from bottom left across top right. This one here. As you can see, the way it will appear in my article, in all pages of my article, this is the watermark, confidential, the word confidential. It has the word confidential. It has appeared in all pages of mine. Just go and again, and there's another type that you can choose of confidential. Just click on it. That goes from left to right. That way, watermark. It appears also in this all pages. But you can also choose this one here for don't copy. Or you can customize it the way you want. You can customize the wording. Just go straight away to just click on this type of watermark first, and then go straight away to customize watermark, and you edit this wording here. You can put in either the your company's name. Let's say your company's name is auto spare parts. That way, and you just click on OK if you're done. You can also choose the font type that you want. Let's say you can change it to different font type. You want another one. Select Roberto. Just click on. If you can't find it there, just click on Roberto. Then select it and you click. And then here you can choose the position that you would like it to appear, diagonal or horizontal. You select either this or this one or this one. The color that you want it to appear in, is it black, dark, or gray, or dark gray? I think this one here is more noticeable. Then click apply, and then it will automatically apply in all of your documents. Now that's how to make an watermark of your document in Microsoft Word. Title of the page, page number, or date. So we have this example of our content that you are using previously. We had to remove the title so that we can learn how to use headers. So when it comes to headers, you just need to navigate into Insert tab, click on Insert tab, then under section of headers and footers, go straight away to headers. So headers comes in 4 categories. There's blank with content that starts from the left. There's blank with 3 columns. That content starts from the left going right side. It has been partitioned 3 columns. There's hosting. Also is the same as blank. There's band. We are going to learn how to use these 3 different form of headers. We are going to start with blank. So we have blank here. The moment you have clicked on it, then here is the place where you are going to type in your content. Let me select it first, then click delete. Then I'm going to paste in the previous title that I had, which is how to make money online. And then let me get rid of the underline by just hitting on Ctrl U. Now this is our header. As you have finished typing in your header, just click on close. This is our header. Now, as something that you'll notice with headers, the moment you have written a header, it will create headers in all pages that you have. You see how to make money online. Let's go to the next page. You see this second page. Also, it is here. The same heading. It's almost here. It has created. Then let's go to the third page. We have the same heading. In all pages, the header has been created. Now, let me try out the next type of headers. Let me click back to Insert tab. Then I go straight away to headers. There is this type, blank with 3 columns. Let me click on it. Chapter 1. Then I type in page number here. Page 1. And then here we're going to have the title of our content. Let me remove the underline here by hitting on Ctrl U. Then let me also reduce the font size of this into something that is manageable. Now this one here is our type of header. Now it has appeared also in several pages. We have these headers here. Now that's how to create headers. Now same also applies to footers. Let me click on Insert tabs. So footers, you can use them to create page numbers or title or anything, or author's name, anything. But for our case, we're going to create a page number. Let me write in page number. This is page 1. Let me write in 1. Close. If I scroll down, it will give us also another page number 11111. The same. It has appeared in all pages. But when it comes to writing numbers, there's no need of you going to footers. You only need to go and straight away click on page numbers. That way. And then you give it instructions. Which type of page numbers do you want? Top of page or bottom of page? I'm going to select in bottom of page. Now bottom, which side do you want? Do you want the page number to be on the left side or center or on the right side? Mostly people do prefer center, some do prefer, it depends with their preference. Let me choose the second one. Then we have it here. It has appeared. It has appeared here. Now in every page of ours, we have page numbers. This is 1. If I scroll downwards, you have another 1, 2. You see, if I scroll into another page, you have 3. To another page, we have 4. Then we have 5, 6, that way until 7. Now that's how to create headers, footers, and page numbers in Microsoft Word.